Hey, welcome into this week's Weekend BBQ Vibes. Times are tight. Meat's getting higher. Nothing's getting cheaper. So this week I want to show you how to do a pork porchetta using pork tenderloin. And I'm going to try to make this as budget friendly as possible because I know everybody's trying to pitch pennies around the holidays and try to get gifts out to your family and friends. So give this pork porchetta a try. Nice to have on your Thanksgiving dinner table alongside your turkey. It's very flavorful, very different. A lot of Italian seasonings in it, and it could definitely be a centerpiece of your Thanksgiving or a side piece to your turkey. Because God knows country ham's probably going to be crazy expensive. We'll get along and get this pork porchetta done. All right, so what we got here is we got a pork loin here from Sam's Club, and normally you can get these under $20. This is probably one of the most affordable cuts, and probably one of the best cuts on a hog. Actually, when you do a pig picking, man, this is part of that back loin that makes them ribs so good, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna make a pork porchetta with one half, and then we're gonna cut steaks with the other half, maybe for next week or sometime this week. Just want to give you an idea. I mean, that's a heck of a bargain. I mean, that's how many pounds of meat we got here. We got almost 7.5 pounds of meat. So not only that, it's always tender, and if you cook it right, it can be very juicy. But I'm just going to give us a cut right in half right here, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to roll out our porchetta, get it ready to go. All right, so on this week's, I want to show you guys how we can use a pork tenderloin. I got it cut in half, and I wanted to show you guys how to make some premium delicacy with very little money. And I'm going to show you guys how to make a pork porchetta with this, an Italian pork porchetta. So over here I got some ham, some prosciutto, and some hard salami. And I got my prosciutto, it was just wrapped up in these mozzarella sticks, and I just took them apart and put them like that, and we'll crumble that mozzarella and put that in there. Also got some smoked provolone that I found at Food Line, and all this stuff you can get for under $2 at Food Line. There's nothing real expensive about it. I even got some bacon over here. Nothing crazy, just some applewood smoked bacon. And we're gonna wrap the prosciutto up as soon as we get it filleted out. So let me go ahead and show you guys what you want to do. You want to get down here and kind of open it up, make you a nice incision. And once you do that, it's kind of like filleting a fish. You want to keep on going down, just like that. Keep on going down. It's better if you use the tip of your knife. I got a knife here's a little big. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to keep going down. And as we go down, it'll open this up. Keep on going. And see how nice that's rolling out? Just keep on going until she flattens on out. Keep on making cuts. All right, once you got her good and flattened out, first thing you want to do is put some seasoning on it. All my spices today were like in the dollar aisle of Food Line or Piggly Wiggly. I got some steakhouse, mixed up steakhouse Crazy Jane's Crazy steak seasoning. Nothing fancy here. We're just going on a budget and showing you guys how you can make a premium meat, premium supper out of very little money. So right now, you know, we got half of this out. So, you know, we're looking at probably about $8 worth of pork tenderloin. If you buy a big one, cut it in half. Or you could do the whole tenderloin. That's up to you guys. But I'm going to use the rest of that pork tenderloin to do some pork steaks in the future. All right, now I got some Italian seasoning I want to put on here. Nothing fancy, just Food Line regular Italian seasoning. And we want to put a good heavy dose of that on there. Oh, smelling good already. Italian seasoning strong. Put a good dose of that on there. And you can stop with that if you want to, but I do have some oregano here. Now, this was about $2 in the Badia aisle. If y'all know, every grocery store has one of those, and oregano is easy to find in there, so I'm going to add a little bit of that on there. Alrighty. And then I got some basil leaves here, some chopped basil leaves. This was $1 at, I think this came from Piggly Wiggly. Not very expensive at all. Not expensive at all. And then down here, I got some olive oil with some of those same seasonings that we just used, that we just put on there. And it's just extra virgin olive oil with a lot of Italian seasoning in it. And I'm going to I'm gonna add some minced garlic to it. I'm gonna take like 2 hefty doses of that. All right, then we'll give that a good mix. Just like that. Now I got an old basting brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this over here to our loin, kind of scoop some up just like that, and just brush this on. Make sure you grab a good heaping helping of that garlic, because that's where our flavor is gonna be. It's gonna add a nice Italian flavor to this. And man, this is looking and smelling good already now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Spread that on there like that. Got to make sure we get some good coverage. Use all that up, you know. Don't waste none of that. I mean, don't this look pretty already? And a lot of this stuff, you know, most of y'all probably have laying around the house anyway. I know olive oil, you know. Most people have olive oil in the house. All right, once you got that, I got some baby spinach over here. It just happens to be organic, but it don't have to be. All right, take this baby spinach. Put it in here just like that. Stems and all, no big deal. You can move the stems if you want to. Me, I'm not really worried about it. If you're a vegetarian, this is probably going to be your favorite part. But if you're a vegetarian, you're probably not watching Weekend BBQ Vibes anyway, right? I think if they would, they'd probably think twice about being vegetarian. What do you think? I think so. Now I rinsed this spinach off already. I just kept it in the box. Once we do that, I got some porchetta here. And we'll start laying on the porchetta. And the reason I do it like this is I want this porchetta to melt into that spinach. That'll be part of the cooking process for it to melt down like that. But this is very easy to do. Like I said, this prosciutto come off of these little snack packs here, and I just peeled it off the mozzarella. We're gonna crumble that mozzarella up and put it in here too. But it's only $2, you know. Trying to make a premium dish with very little money. You know, times are getting tough out there. Everybody's worried about, you know, being able to buy groceries and try to put a nice dinner together for guests and family and all. So I kind of want to show you guys this. So you'll have something in your arsenal. This right here is just regular Black Forest ham. You can use any kind of ham you like. But I want something that's easy to bite through. It doesn't take a lot of time to cook up. So this is just some very thin sliced Black Forest ham, but you can use any ham that you enjoy. All right, once we got that, I got some hard salami here. I'm going to place this just like the rest of it. You can use pepperoni if you like, or Genoa salami. I just use hard salami, seedless, of course. Nobody wants to bite down on the seed. All right, now that we got that, we're gonna bind this all together. I'm gonna break up some of these mozzarella sticks and place them around. You can obviously use shredded mozzarella if you like. I like that this has been rolled in that prosciutto because it already has a smoky flavor to it, so that makes it kind of nice. Kind of using what we have here. We don't have to, we don't have to do anything fancy. Use what you got. I mean, if this comes with your prosciutto, this will work good on the porchetta. That smoked provolone that I got, that was also a Food Line brand provolone. And I'm going to put that on top of this and kind of seal all this in. Let's grab some of that. Nothing fancy here, just going very easy. You don't want to use American cheese because you really want this to be an Italian dish. So I guess you could use Gouda if you wanted to, but they just happen to have these singles of provolone. And I kind of wondered about it because it's kind of square, but I guess they try to put it in squares to let people know what's the difference between the regular provolone and the smoked provolone. And this is not an expensive bacon. This is on sale for $2.99 at Food Line. I got the cheapest bacon I could find. This recipe is gonna make you look like a superstar. On Thanksgiving and you're an Italian family, this would be a great centerpiece or side piece to your turkey. It's a good recipe for the holidays. You can either do this on Christmas, man. Imagine doing this on Christmas. It would be incredible, right? So let me see if I can transfer this over there. Just like that. Kind of roll this up like a cigar or whatever it is you like to smoke. So let me turn this way. Slide this back a little bit. See if I can get this to roll. roll it up just like this. Might have to get some butcher's twine here and roll this up. That might be the best thing to do. All right, we're making headway here. Just using this butcher twine to get it as tight as we can. Just like that. Just roll it along. Get it on down there. Cut it right there. All right. Now once you get it together, you can go ahead and try to stuff some of that stuff down in there a little bit better. And if you want, now that you got it at this point, you can go ahead and put some better butchering twine on there. I think I'm going to do that. Get some little better tightness now that I got it up. All right, once you get it to this point, it's probably good if you have a little bit of help to kind of squeeze this together while you tie. Anyway, I was able to get through it. What you want to do now is once you get it to this, more bacon to kind of seal it up just like this. Just like that. And this is the side you want to cook too. You want to cook as this bacon cooks. It's going to squeeze down even further on that meat. Once you get it to this point, you can go back with your Crazy Janes and just hit the top of it. Just like that. Maybe take a little bit of that Italian seasoning, hit the top of it. Just like that. And that's it. After that, I'll see you at the pit. All right, so we're out here at the pit. I'm going to go ahead and get this, try to get this lit up for our pork porchetta. There we go. Let's get caught up. All right, as soon as this fire gets going up and our heat chamber, our cook chamber gets up to heat up the temperature, we'll be out here with a pork porchetta. All right, so we got our pit right around to where we want it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this prosciutto over on there. Go ahead and raise it up because we got it running around 350 right now, but you know, once we lift the lid and get this on there, it's going to go down quite a bit, so I'm not really worried too much. All right, so we're just going to throw this on right here. Tuck that bacon under there. Let's get that bacon tucked under there good. All righty. All right, we're going to roll this at about right around 250, 275, somewhere right in there. Nothing too fancy. We'll come in and check on it in about an hour, and I'll let you guys know how it's going. Now, temperature's rocking around, say 300 or so right now, so I'll go ahead and close my stack here and kind of get that temperature down. Once that temperature goes down, I want to throw another log on here to try to get that smoke penetrated on that meat. Once that's done, I'll get it up at around 275. Once that log catches on, it'll bring a lot of smoke through, and I'll crack this. I'll go ahead and crack this smokestack and try to get some airflow going through there to really get that smoke set in on that pork loin, and should have some pretty good eats in here in about a couple hours or so. But anyway, I'm using oak wood, a little bit of pecan, nothing fancy. Just throw a log in there every once in a while, about every 40 minutes or so. All right, so I got a pretty dense oak log here. I'm going to throw on. I'm going to get that dirt dauber nest off there. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there. Got some good, as you can see, we got some good coals rolling in there. I'm going to let that go. Right now we're rocking around 275, so what I want to do is kind of crack this a little bit, kind of get some smoke rolling through there, and that'll set that smoke in on that pork porchetta really nicely. All right, so we're back out here. It's been a couple hours. Got me some olive oil and some Italian seasoning and some of that garlic that we basted it with earlier, and we're just going to take a look, see where we're at. Probably not going to temp probe it yet. Just want to look at that bacon and make sure that bacon's good, getting good and crispy. Bring you in there and let you look at it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna brush it down with some of this garlic and olive oil and those Italian seasonings, and we're gonna let it go. Might let it go about another 30 minutes or so. It's only been 2 hours, and honestly, I've been really fighting the wind a lot today. You know, we had that cold front come through, and buddy was able to kill a buck this morning. We've been trying to hunt it down for the last couple of days, and anyway, that cold front's been coming through, kind of playing hell on us when it comes to cooking. But looks like she's doing a beat. We're just gonna dress her up with some of this garlic and olive oil. Get her looking pretty, and just like before, we want to get every bit of that on there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing in this world, and that olive oil will help crisp that bacon up even more and get it looking good. Go ahead and shut her back down. Like I said, we're gonna keep her around 250, 275. Kind of let it go kind of slow. But man, she's looking a beat right now. Get you back in there. Oh yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the kitchen when I'm ready to pull it off. All right, so we're back in the house now. Got a little bit of cheese popping out. That's just fine. I've got our garlic roasted off like I wanted, so let's cut into it, see what we got. Oh boy. Let's see. Man, look at the juices in that. We got our meat and porchetta in right here. Looking really fine. Let me grab a paper towel and I'll get y'all down in there close. I'll grab this camera. Look at that cheese oozing out of there. Oh yeah, look at that. Got a little smoke ring there, not much. But anyway, you put this on your holiday table, folks, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna last long. I mean, it really ain't gonna last long. So anyway, let me see if I can get a cut off this, see how it is. I don't want a big piece, just a little piece. Look at that. Yes, sir. Now see, this old recipe probably wasn't much. Around $18 to do the whole thing. And it tastes like something you would get in like a Michelin restaurant. Absolutely incredible. Incredible flavors. All that Italian seasonings coming through. All that garlic. I mean, it's phenomenal. That ham and that cheese. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable, tender and juicy. I mean, can't argue about this one, folks. I mean, if you want some premium, up-class meat for your holiday event, kind of hard not to go with this. I mean, at the price point and everything you get, pretty close to perfect. And it's such a contrast to something like turkey, you know. You kind of have a heavy flavor, like a heavy turkey flavor. This here would definitely open up your flavor senses. Absolutely delicious. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you with this week's Weekend BBQ Vibes. Hope you enjoyed this one, and hope you give this one a try. Something a little different, something we don't normally do. It's just something outside of, you know, doing brisket and steak and, you know, ribs and things like that all the time. Do something a little different. Experiment a little. Some of y'all go out there and get this one a try. Stay tuned. Next weekend we'll do something else on Weekend BBQ Vibes. You know, something that's not very expensive. So you guys can get out there and cook for not a whole lot of money. Maybe something like some drumsticks or something like that. So stay tuned. Pork Porchetta, man. Good stuff. Not very expensive and easy to do. See you later.